Well, hello, y'all. I have been gone for a little while, I thought I was gonna, keep posting, but I stopped taking my medicine and smoking a shit ton of weed. And as y'all know, weed affects me very badly. For some people, it's fine. They're able to, like, I don't know, they're just built different. But for me, when I smoke weed, I start to have hallucinations and auditory and visual, and I didn't recognize that what I was seeing was not real. It just, yes. Oh fuck, hold on. That was embarrassing. My mom's on the phone about the for the bill. I feel very fucking bad because I had to take an ambulance. Oh god, y'all, it's a whole story. I was having hallucinations. I didn't realize that they were hallucinations, and like the weed was corrupting my brain and like making all these different stories about my mom, and saying that like she was like very manipulative, and I thought I was entangled and trapped in this house, and like she wouldn't let me be free. That's very much not the case. But the weed was telling me that, and it told me that last time. And uh, yeah, so I've been smoking cigarettes because apparently they help with schizophrenia. My ex, yeah, ex, yeah, what happened? So me and Nebula broke up. Sad about it the first day, but you gotta move on. And I very much love Nebula. They are an amazing person, and they helped me a lot going through all of this shit. And yeah, I never want to be out of their life. I never want them to be out of my life. Like, they're very fucking important to me because they have helped me so much, and they just were a genuine friend. It was just good for the both of us. And so now I'm a free woman and slash non-binary person. I don't know. I've been kind of questioning my non-binariness because, like, yes, sometimes I don't feel like a woman, but is that just because of like society's norms of telling me this is how a woman should act, this is how a woman should look? I don't know. I've been like kind of like questioning my gender and all that stuff. And I'm still 24, I'm still growing, I'm still learning. But, anyways, yeah, so I packed up my things. You want to know what the things I packed? I packed my fucking dolls. I packed all my journaling stuff, my old diaries, a couple clothes. I did not bring any underwear or socks. So, yeah. Um, so I packed up all my things. At first I went to my local ambulance place, but it was late at night. I think at like 3 a.m. or something like that. I opened the door, dark ass room. Nobody was in there but couches, and there was one couch that was like in the way of the doors. Like the door didn't fully open. It was creepy as fuck. Yeah. So no one was in there. So then I called Nebula because I was scared and I didn't know what to do. So then I drove over to Nebula, and then we got at Denny's at 3 a.m. I was fucking sobbing and crying. I screamed I literally screamed at. We thought like maybe it's like a prostitute and the guy that ordered the prostitute. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I screamed at them, and Nebula pinched because like stop it, Natalia. But I was just so angry because like they saw me crying and nobody did anything like or checked in on me. And I was like so fucking angry at them. But I get it. Like, they're going through their own shit. And that's just how like the world is nowadays, where it's like you kind of like are too scared to like check in on somebody because you don't know. You just don't know. Anyway, so we went to Denny's, and then afterwards I took Nebula home, and then I drove to the place where I see my psychologist, and it didn't open till like I think 8. So I was just there like dancing, singing really loudly, and just, you know, vibing, I guess. Because my partner told me that there was a curse in Exeter, and I never heard that before. So I thought, oh, maybe if I like sing and dance, maybe it'll like lift the curse of Exeter. And then I wrote like some shit down on a paper, about like all the things that like basically all my childhood trauma had been like resurfaced into my brain, and I was like back in that headspace. And so I wrote my trauma down, and then they got me in contact with like some social workers. And then the social workers were like so kind to me. They gave me like a bunch of like fidget stuff. They got me this bracelet. I wear it because okay, I have always been somebody that like doesn't like, cheesy quotes or whatever, because it's like so fucking cheesy. But I fucking love this. It says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And this bracelet got me through it got me through it. It got me, like, I kept repeating that to myself and repeating it to like my fellow patients in the mental hospital. Okay, so I'm jumping forward. Okay, so yeah, they gave me a whole bunch of shit, and then they took me into an ambulance, and then I was vibing with the people in the ambulance again. And then they took me to the Kuya Delta Hospital. Fucking hate that place. I saw some of the old people that were there that helped me the last time, last time, if you remember, they strapped me down to the bed. They made me piss myself because they wouldn't let me use the bathroom. And so I saw some of the old people that were there that day, and I was like fucking flipping them off and like just like so fucking angry at them, but luckily there was some good. I wasn't doing that to everybody, just to the people who deserved it. Okay, just to the people that fucking deserved it. And so this time they were way nicer to me because I advocated for myself. Something that I have learned is that you have to advocate for yourself over and over again, and you have to advocate for other people. It's hard, and like my voice was so raspy because I had to like say over and over and over again, I have not slept in 3 days. I hadn't slept in 3 days. So that might also contribute to why I acted the way I acted, because I thought my mom was going to kill me. But yeah, so I just had to advocate for myself so many fucking times. It was so fucking annoying and like heartbreaking, because they treated me as if I was crazy, and I'm just somebody that is bipolar 1. I hadn't slept in 3 days, and I just wanted to sleep and be safe. And they try to make me sign this paper. I don't like they's like, "Oh, you just need to sign this paper," and like, okay, let me read it. And they're like, "Oh, well, actually you don't need to sign it." And I was like, okay, what the fuck was on that paper that they didn't want me to see that they wanted me to sign? So obviously read what they're gonna give you. Term like the greatest example is Pokemon Go, when you agreed to the terms of service, and then they gave like, I think the government or something, like they like trained the AIs, like they know like your location and like everybody's location, all that shit. I didn't fucking know that shit when I was playing Pokemon Go in high school, so that fucking sucks. Anyways, back to what. Okay, so yeah, then long time. It was like a long wait, but I finally got into the actual mental health hospital, and it was the same one that I went to last time. I was in the women's unit, and it just felt like a light version of prison. Like, I wasn't able to have my phone. We could only go certain areas inside the unit that you were in. You couldn't. They would bring us outside for like just to get some sun, but that was it every single day. They played Titanic 5 fucking times since I was in there. I would think I was in there for like 14 days. 5 times they were watching Titanic. It's a good movie, but I don't want to fucking watch it 5 fucking times. And I obviously didn't stay in there like all the 5 times, but it's like, come on, pick something else. I watched Miss Congeniality 2 times, I think. It was just like, please get, please pick something else. And but I met some really cool people. Like usual, there's some pretty cool people in the mental hospital. There's this one woman. She was from Pakistan, and hold on, she was from Pakistan, and she would play her Pakistani music, and it was pretty cool. I loved the outfits. She would play like the vintage stuff, sometimes modern, but she would always go like when she was listening to the music, and I thought it was so cute that she did that. I met an old person that I went to like middle school with. Like, what are the odds, you know? Let's see. I met a friend named Jude. They were cool, and I'm still in contact with them. A lot of stuff transpiring with them right now, and I hope they're safe and good. But I met a lot of cool people. Some of the nurses were cool. Some of them treated you as if you were a fucking inconvenience for asking them for like, hey, can I get some more water, please? Because I'm fucking thirsty. And they got rid of the fucking water fountain. They said nobody used it, but like I used that shit all the fucking time when I was in the mental hospital last time. But yeah, they got rid of the water fountain, so you had to ask them for water. And like at one point I was just like getting water from the sink because like I didn't want to like inconvenience them, because they always made it feel like you're like an inconvenience, but like that's their fucking job. That's what they're there to do. Some of them were nice, some of them were like fucking weird as fuck, bad energy. But what I keep repeating inside my head is they're gonna get the life that they deserve. If they're not gonna be nice to me, then okay, well you can go on that unnice path and you can live the life that you're gonna deserve. And the first night was very traumatic for me. The first night I was in the mental hospital, so I thought I was pregnant. I don't know if that's real or not, because they told me that I wasn't, but I heard a voice, a very gentle voice, say that I was pregnant. And I was seeing like some spotting, and I don't know if that was just me starting my period, because anyways, so I thought I was pregnant, and I was still in like that manic state, hadn't slept in 3 days, and people's energy was like radiating, and I was calling people like, you're a pedophile, like fuck you, and just like flipping people off, and just like, because they had really bad energy. Like you really should have seen it, but really bad energy, like flipping them off. Like I didn't want to take the medicine that they were giving me because I didn't know what it was. And and so they got mad at me for not wanting to take that medicine. And so there was like this big group of nurses, like a big group of nurses and security people. They all cornered me into a literal fucking corner. And one of the patients, Christina, she was like super fucking nice, like, hey, come here and check out the spider. And so I went there, and then that's when they cornered me into that corner. And then I don't know how I got into my room, but they said something like, you need to take this medicine. And like who said that I need to take this medicine? Because like I was still coherent, like I was standing up for myself, like I don't know what medicine this is, who's prescribing this. And then you know what the fucking security guard said? The Asian one. He didn't even know her fucking name. And I looked at her, and she just looked like a deer in headlights. And then I was like, I think when I said she has a name, like they like pushed me onto the bed, like they grabbed me, and then they put all their weight onto my back. And I was scared because I thought I was pregnant, like they killed my baby. They were killing my baby. They put all their fucking force onto my back, and then they pulled down my fucking scrubs, and then I guess they shot me with what I described, or what has been told to me as booty juice, which I guess sedates you. And so yeah, they did that, and that was very fucking traumatic for me. And I cried, and the only person that checked in on me was a fellow patient, Christina. And she was so brave for doing that, because the patients are not allowed to go into each other's rooms. And she was brave, and she checked in on me, and I forever appreciate her. She's a very beautiful, kind person. And I saw her at the good mental health place that I went to. And but I'm jumping. Okay, well, okay. So yeah, I so that happened to me, very fucking traumatized, and I wanted to get justice because I thought they killed my baby, and I was like bleeding very heavily the day after. And so the first few days were just me like wanting like justice for what happened to me. And so I had a court date. I like applied for an attorney, and then I met with the attorney, and she just like, I don't know, she didn't ask me any questions about that incident. And I didn't know that the court hearing was just like for me to stay or longer or not. I thought it was like for me getting justice, but it wasn't. And yeah, so see, my brain is like all over the place. But so yeah, I had the court meeting, and attorney did not do jack shit. My doctor told them that I was keeping my bloody underwear in my pants. And yes, I was doing that because I wanted to keep it as evidence, and I didn't want anybody to like get rid of it. So yeah, she just made me seem like more unsane than I was. But I forgive her, because she later apologized to me, and she said that she shouldn't have said that, and she helped advocate me to go to the Better Mental Health Hospital. And so 14 days later, I finally able to go to the Better Mental Health Hospital. I originally didn't want to go there because I thought I was fine, but I think going to the other mental hospital, it helped me a lot, because it helped me get into like better routine of like how to be a normal human being, like take showers every day, do chores even when you don't feel like doing chores, and I could actually go outside and have a smoke break. I was craving a fucking cigarette so fucking bad. So at the Better Mental Hospital, I got to be able to like smoke. We went to Walmart on Wednesdays, and we got to go to the park, and it just helped me like become more of like a human, and more like, I don't know, just get back into like the normality of life and not go back into bad habits. So I'm really grateful for that place. It really helped me a lot. Obviously it wasn't the best, because like I wasn't completely free, but now I'm completely free, and I am so grateful to have the freedom that I do have. And I met some amazing fucking people in the Better Mental Hospital. Everyone there was like pretty chill. There was some people that like begged me for cigarettes all the fucking time, and we had a group like session about assertiveness, and that really like opened my eyes of like, oh yeah, I need to be more assertive, and like no is a complete sentence. Like I don't need to give any further explanation as to why you cannot get a fucking cigarette from me. But I'm just like a naturally giving person. Like if I have something, then like, yeah, sure, like why not? But I realized when this one guy, he kept begging me for cigarettes, and then one day he was like, I was like, in my assertiveness was like, no. But then he was like, please, I'll give you like some soda and like some jerky. And I didn't want the jerky, so like, give me 2 sodas and you can have a cigarette. And so like ever since then, I have been like, okay, what you got for me? I do trades. I give you a cigarette, you give me something else, you know? So I really liked that. I really liked that little system. I got some Cheetos. I got 2 cans of soda. When I've given a cigarette, I've gotten 2 back in return, because there was a cool guy, Rob. I guess he kind of felt bad that he kept asking me for cigarettes. But yeah, and there was like some really cool people that like, when we would go smoke, we would like talk about random shit and all that. And it was just really fun. I really liked them, and I'll definitely miss them. But I am enjoying my freedom. But all that to say is that I'm doing a lot better now. I'm trying my best to be independent and do the shit that I need to do, be the person that I need to be. And I hope everyone's doing fine. Sorry again, I'm always fucking saying sorry we're not posting that much, but I was in the fucking mental hospital. I did record a video giving a little mini update, but I was like, I don't know, I just wanted to get dolled up and like talk about this stuff. But I love y'all. I hope y'all doing fine. Mental health does matter. Check in on yourself. There are resources out there that'll help you. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, I guess I could talk about, no, I don't want to talk about it. No, we should end it. But yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.